All right, Coach, we have a perfect day for football, and the roof is open, in fact, here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Corey Grant hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here we go. Now the look. Coming to you, coming to you. That's it.
They go play action with Brissett. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Grant. And he'll go down at the 28.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. This is Grant. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 3rd down, Grant. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal.
Let's go. Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performer.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Corey Grant with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He'll rifle this one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A huge play that time for the Colts. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Campbell making the catch. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On On second down, here's a run with Mack. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play call.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Corey Grant doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
21-0 our score after 1. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On second down now, it's Mack. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
Get him, boy. Get him. Check. Get him. Check. 55. Let's get this. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's get the ball.
On third down, Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the safety, Rashad Jones. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. And he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Brissett now. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he cuts it right and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Corey Grant on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Now a give right side. Grant. He digs him partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. In that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A first down throw for Brissett. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's get that ball right here. Ball trot. 55.
To throw is Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Brissett now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. Here's Brissett. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Brissett, and the catch made by Hilton. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Brissett. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Here's Grant. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Alert, alert, alert. Nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Hey, Alpha, don't get nervous.
On 2nd down and 4, Rosen, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah,
and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First down, Brissett. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, back.
They'll throw again. Brissett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell. And that takes us from second to third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Throwing. Brissett. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. Brissett to throw on first. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Funchess has it complete, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Devin Funchess. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are in for 6. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 35, Colts 7. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Got to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Grant. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone...
There, 9 yards, and